Hello, Integrity families. I want to go over some stuff we're going to be doing with you guys this summer. I bet you can hear in the background, there's some rain, you might hear some thunder. We've got an activity for you guys to be able to do. It's going to be inside so that you can do this on those rainy days, alright? Now, if you have your calendar, there's some stuff on the calendar that isn't happening, right? There's just stuff because of quarantine and all of these things are going on and restricted groups that we're not doing, but there are still a few things that you need to pay attention to. So if you were looking, say, June 29th at your calendar, you would have seen Ninja Theme Day, all right? And if you flip into July, you'll see on Thursdays in July and a little bit of August, we have some other theme days. Star Wars, Pirate Dodgeball, lots of fun things. In the past, we've done activities based on those themes in classes. This time, we're going to have stuff on the Facebook group that you can do with your kids either at home or via the technology, and I think you'll be able to have some fun with it. So what we're doing today, because this is Ninja Theme Week, is that we are going to have your ninjas escape from the Samurai Fortress, aka the fire drill. So fire drills are something a lot of families don't do, right? It's super important to know about fire safety. We teach the kids stop, drop, and roll, all this stuff. And sometimes we might talk to them about how to get out of the house, safe ways, but a lot of times we don't practice it. This is a chance to make a fun game so that it doesn't seem super scary, but they'll use those same skills that they're going to need for a fire drill, all right? So you're going to want to make a floor plan of your house or your apartment, wherever you live. Have the different rooms on there, make sure they know what the rooms are, make sure they know at least 2 exits for each room. A door, windows, whatever. If you have other things like floors in the upper level and you have to use a ladder, make sure they know how to use the ladder. And once they know the 2 exits out of each room, make sure they know how to get out of the house as well. Should be at least 2 ways to get out of the house because you never know where the fire is going to be, what way might be blocked. So make sure they have all those options that they know about. Then talk about what plan you want them to follow as you're doing this drill, okay? This is where, as the ninja master, you get to go over with your ninjas. If they get captured by the samurai and held in the samurai fortress, they're probably going to be in this room, and the best way to escape is to follow this direction, right? That way they know where you want them to go for the drill, and they can make sure they practice it. You're going to want to make sure they stay low, okay? If there's smoke in the room, you want to stay low to avoid the smoke. We're going to make it fun by saying, hey, there's laser beam sensors coming across the floor. If you stand up, you're going to trigger that laser beam sensor. Samurai are going to know where you are. They're going to come capture you, put you back in that room you started in. Try not to get captured again, okay? You also want to make sure they know to touch doors. Should touch it with the back of their hand to see if it's hot or not. If it's hot, fire on the other side, don't open it. This game, we're going to say, if it's hot, they've booby-trapped it, and if you open it, something will explode. So don't open those doors, they're booby-trapped. Make sure they know what other way to get out of that space. And we want to make sure that they don't think it's okay to hide if there's a fire, especially young kids. They can hide, and then firefighters might not be able to find them. So instead of hiding from the samurai, I'm going to do samurai robots in my game. It's a little less threatening. They want to make sure they don't look the robots in the eye, because if they look the robots in the eye, then the robots are going to know, wait, these aren't samurai. I got to catch them, put them back in the room. So that way it makes sure that they know not to hide, but they get to practice if they can't see well in a room, whether it's full of smoke or it's nighttime, they can still move around either by feeling or by looking just at the floor and still be able to escape. So it's going to work on that skill as well. And if you think your kids are ready for it, you can also do like a timed one. From what I was reading about, they say that when you're escaping a fire, you might not have more than 2 minutes to escape. So make a game of it, right? Whatever is going to be the signal for your start, whether you tell them, okay, start, or you can actually test your smoke alarms, and that smoke alarm sound, hey, that's the sound of the alarm because the other ninjas are attacking the castle. They're distracting the samurai so you can escape. But the samurai are only going to be occupied for 2 minutes, so you want to escape their fortress before the 2 minutes are up, right? Make it fun, make it a game so they can learn these skills and they're not feeling stressed or pressured. And then they'll have that ability to use those skills if they ever need to in an actual emergency. And Make sure that you practice first so they can see, right, during the daylight, make it clear, run through it with them, especially if they're really young, how they're going to get out. And then it might be a good idea to try it either in the dark or blindfolded, because a lot of fires happen at night. You can't see where you're going. You may or may not be able to turn on lights. If the room is full of smoke, again, you're probably not going to be able to see. So have them practice. If all they can do is feel around, right? Try that. Make sure you have a safety officer around. That can also be one of the samurai robots that is going to make sure, like if they're near stairs or whatnot, they're not going to fall. Make sure they know how to approach stairs and go down them safely. The whole point of this is to keep them safe, right? Martial arts is all about self-defense, being safe. You don't want to get injured while you're trying to practice being safe, okay? So those are some of the fun things that we're going to do in this game. I'm going to run through it once with my kids so that you guys can kind of see how it's done. And of course, you can feel free to change anything up, right? If you don't want to have it be samurais, you can have the bad guys be pirates or whatever will engage your kids' interest, all right? So here we go. We're going to give it a try with my kids so you guys can see what it's actually like. All right, so Riona, as the ninja, you're going to have to sneak into the samurai fortress. They captured Ninja Kitty. We got to get Ninja Kitty out. All right, now they might capture you when you're in there. Fortunately, we have a floor plan of what the fortress looks like. It's going to be 2 floors, okay? So we know how you need to get out, all right? And we know what room they're probably going to hold you in, all right? So here's the top floor, here's the bottom floor. They're probably going to hold you in this room, all right? So there are some windows you could go out of, but ideally you want to go out this door, all right? Go down the stairs, super careful. And when you get to the bottom of the stairs, there's going to be a door right on your right side. I want you to try going out that door, all right? If you can't go out that door, then you have to go all the way across over here and then out the door that's over here, all right? Does that make sense? Okay. So you're going to try and sneak in that way, but if they capture you and they put you in that room, that's how you're going to get out. Does that make sense? Are you ready for your mission, Ninja Riona?
No.
Really?
Yes, you are.
Come on, you can do it. Right? It's okay. There's no way the thunder and lightning is going to get you. You'll be safe in the samurai fortress, made of lots of big, thick stones.
I don't think safe is quite the right word, considering it's a samurai fortress.
Right, it's a fortress can keep you safe from the
You can escape. You're fine.
Alright, we're going to give it a try.
Commencing
You say,
mission.
Ninja cat.
So, unfortunately, our ninja has been captured as she was sneaking into the samurai fortress. They have unmasked her. That's why she's not wearing her ninja mask right now. But she's going to do her best to escape quickly within that 2 minutes. She's going to take Ninja Kitty with her. She's going to remember that there's lasers across the top. She's going to remember that if she looks the robots in the eye, they're going to come and get her. So there's a couple options. She could keep her eyes closed. She could keep her eyes low. Or you could do it in the dark. Or we could tie a blindfold around her. So, Riona, what do you think? What's going to be the best way to make sure you don't look at the samurai robots? Alright, we'll use it. I like to take a scarf. It's a little softer on the eyes. Fold it in half. Put it around their head. And then I just put the ends through the loop and kind of snug it up. Try and make sure it's a material that they can't see through very well. Hopefully she'll close her eyes if she can kind of peek through it. And then, that way she knows for sure she won't be able to look up and look the robots in the eye. And that way she can practice the choice to escape when she's not able to see. Alright, we are going to start the escape in 3, 2, 1, beep! Oh no, the ninjas are attacking the castle! All samurai to the walls! Boy, those ninja attacks are really effective.
Beep. The lasers have been tripped.
Riona, you got up a little bit high on that one. The samurai are coming to catch you, and beep. Hot. Good. So now the ninjas have escaped. They can run to their meeting spot further outside. For us, it's our tree way out on the other side. And make sure that you go over, like I said, all those details with your kids.